Hi guys, I've got a lot of questions to respond to, but for the sake of time, I will outline the questions that have gotten to me, and I'll pick just one of the questions and I'll respond to that particular question. The questions I've had so far on this channel is question number one. Someone asked, the person said, "Sir, please, how do I create beats from scratch?" I've made videos on that already, but for the sake of this video, I would actually include that. Question number two is, someone said, "Sir, after creating my beat, I no longer hear the melody." Like, the melody is the keyboard area and apparently the lead guitar or the grand piano you actually put in it. Someone said, "I no longer hear all of that, it's just the beat I hear." Another person asked the question number three. The person said, "Sir, my beat is not sounding as perfect as your beats." Fine, I am committed to my fans and I don't think there is any idea I am actually shielding from you all. All right. So, but before I proceed, let me say something. While you are creating your beat, I told us that there is something called quantize. Watch your screen. Let's go. There's something called quantize. When you touch your menu, too. This is style creator. There's already an existing beat that is here. So when you come to your channel edit, let's take the camera closer. So that is the channel edit. Look at channel edit. Look at this. This is groove and this is quantize. This is quantize. You can execute. You execute. All right. Quantize makes your beat sounds more professional. Now, let me respond to the question, at what point can I quantize? Please, ladies and gentlemen, you don't quantize after you have finished creating everything, after you're done creating your beats, your bass line, and your grand piano. No, don't quantize then. The best time to quantize is when you are done making your loops. Quantizing comes after you've made your beats. Then you can quantize for just the beats to sound better. Please, it's important to quantize your beats so they will sound natural. And another thing I actually taught us is this. I taught you that in order to make your beats sound natural, you have to initialize style as number one. In order to make your beat sound natural, I told you all that you must compulsorily do this drum setup. Where you touch a particular, you see, the reverb is actually up. You turn the reverb to the extreme, anti-clockwise. You see, this is how it now sounds. Turn it to the end. See, that's how it sounds. So you have to do this to all your beats, so they can sound better. Now, let me go to the next question. Another person asks a question, "Sir, where can I record my files?" Rhythm 1, this is RHY1. Rhythm 1 and Rhythm 2 are strictly for your drum beats. I repeat myself again. Rhythm 1 and Rhythm 2 are strictly for drum beats. So if you have drum beats, you can put your drum beat in rhythm 1 and 2. Now, this is what I advise people to do. Don't put all your beats on one rhythm. Separate your beats. Please follow me. Don't swipe off. And meanwhile, if you're new on this channel, please subscribe. All right. I will be supporting my upcoming fans. You're a new YouTuber. I will also support you. My channel is not quite old, but those who are far behind, if your videos are doing well, trust me, I'll help you, support you. Now let's proceed. You can actually separate your beats, rhythm 1 and rhythm 2. On rhythm 1, you can decide to put your kick, just kick, so that when you are adjusting the volume, you know that on the volume area you are adjusting, kick has its own volume, right? Then over here, you can put your percussions and all of those beats. So don't put everything on one rhythm. It's really important. Now, when you're done recording on rhythm 1 and rhythm 2, you go straight and quantize. I showed us that before. This is quantize. Quantize immediately. It will sound very okay. So don't come after you created all of this, you quantize. It can't work well. So just quantize when you're done creating your rhythm 1 and your rhythm 2. The next question someone asked, the person said, sir, after recording my melody line, I no longer hear my melody line after recording. Now this is it. If you must record, you see this red color you're seeing here. It means you've activated that channel. All right? It means you've activated the channel. So if you don't, you can see it up here. It's showing rhythm 2. You have to press and hold the channel you want to work with, and it will just be activated. So that is just the easiest way to actually work. If you touch the bass, you see that it is showing you up here that it is the bass that is being activated. So whatever you're doing, you must be very intentional to actually activate that channel. This video might be a bit longer because I want to, attend to all the questions in one video. All the questions. So if I were you, I'll take my time. I'll listen to this video carefully till the end, because at every minute you watch, there is one new thing to learn. Every new minute you watch, there's something new to learn. The next question is, somebody said, sir, when I create my beat, so like I said before now, the reason why you were not hearing your melody line, it could be that you did not actually activate the channel before playing what you wanted to play. All right. So when you got done, you actually saved an incomplete job that was done. All right. The next question someone asked me was, sir, I purchased loops from someone, and the person said I can only play those loops from my laptop. And I laughed. Because you all are the same fans I told that I have loops. I have lots of loops that can play on Yamaha SX600, PSR 600, PSR 750, PSR 710, PSR 770, SX 900, SX 920, XX 700, RX 900. All of my loops can, as long as your keyboard is a workstation and can create beats and has a flash port, my loops will play on them. So all you need to do is just slide into my DM and chat me, and then give me a list of what you want, and I will attend to you as quick as possible. So don't come complaining that you bought loops. Some of those loops were in MP3 files. They're actually in MP3 files. And the disadvantage of using an MP3 file is that you cannot use it for a beginner. A beginner who is a praise singer, you can't use it for the person. But if you are actually using a loop that I made with the Yamaha series, it's easy for you to bring in somebody in, no matter how many times the person misses the timing while singing. You can bring in the person. You understand? So it's easy. Sorry, I'm trying to illustrate that. Please follow me. For every minute, like I said, there is something new to learn. So let me show you what I mean by that. I'm trying to put together everything in one video so that we don't have too many videos, so you can have access to them. All right. Now, this is my worship loop. All right. Now, my worship loops. This is one worship loop I made, but I call it a 3-in-1 loop because I have it on my A, B, and C. So let's go. Let's look for a very simple song. Jehovah is your name. Jehovah is your name. Jehovah is your name. You see, it just came in between. Mighty warrior. Sorry, my voice is actually cracked. So, you see, it just came in. Jehovah is your name. Yeah, is your name. Jehovah. So now it just came in between. So on this same loop that I have, let me play the B part. You see the loop? This is one loop. It has A, B, and C. So let me play the third one. Look at this. This is what I mean. This is the A. This is the A. This is the B. It's just all in one loop. And this is the C. And I have accompaniment on it. So you see that? So when I give you loops, I give you quality loops. So if you want that loop, please do well to slide in. So there are lots and lots of loops over here. All right. So if you want loops, feel free and get something very quality for yourself. Now let's proceed. The next question someone actually asked, I'm going to give you solutions to all. The next question someone actually asked was, the person said, "Sir, the MP3 loop somebody gave him corrupted his keyboard. As soon as he connected the flash drive that has a loop on his keyboard, the keyboard tripped off. And immediately he removed it. And he realized that the flash had virus." Now, when you are playing a loop from your flash that is an MP3, there are great disadvantages. Or you're playing from your phone or laptop, there are great disadvantages. The thing is, the loop cannot align with a novice who is not a professional. When the person misses timing, that's the end. You can't find the person anymore. But when you're using a loop with the SX or a loop on your keyboard, all you need to do is stop. If the person misses timing, you stop. You stop the loop. You stop the loop. You stop the loop, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just speak in along with the person. If the person misses the timing again, you stop. You tap again while the person is singing and you follow in line. So that is the advantage of the loop on the keyboard over the one produced with FL Studio or any other Cubase or any other DAW. Now, let's go further. Please follow me. Don't slide off the video. I'm trying to put everything all together so that as soon as you're seeing this video, you're getting all the packages in one. Now, a lot of you just create beats and somebody asked a question, but this person said, "Sir, after creating my beats, all the notes are sounding differently. All the notes are sounding differently. What do I do?" Firstly, before you create your loop, before you create your beat on the Yamaha series, ensure that your transpose is on 00. Your transpose, touch the two of them together. Ensure that it's on neutral. The transpose should be on neutral. Sometimes we just forget, those of us who do not play all keys, who transpose, you forget that the keyboard is actually on transpose and you start creating beats. So when you're done, when you must have exercised all your knowledge, express all your ideas and all that in creating your beats, you now realize that everything is sounding differently, and it was as a result of the fact that you did not put the transpose on neutral. So that is a great disadvantage. So ensure that your transpose is on neutral. That is 00. So you must ensure that the transpose is on neutral. Else, when you create your beat, it's going to sound very funny. Now, let's proceed. For the one who actually asked, "Sir, how do I create beat?" For the sake of this person, I'm going to take my time slowly. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you've not. Click on the notification bell. And remember, if you have questions, you ask questions on the comment section. If you have a request, you need a loop, any loop of your choice, I'll create them and I'll send them to you. So just all you need to do is just send me a DM on WhatsApp or my bio. Wherever you are, whatever part of the world you are, I will create the beats. All you need to do is just send me the sample of what you want and I'll just deliver to you. But if you do not have the sample, just let me know what you want and I'll send it across to you. Now, moving further, if you're creating beats, somebody asked another question. "Sir, I created a Makossa beat. It was sounding somehow." Or I created another kind of beat and it was sounding somehow. See, one of the most important things you must study is the basic. And that is section, pattern length, tempo, and time signature. So, on default, you must understand what time signature is. Time signature for every beat differs. Time signature for reggae is different from time signature for Ariaria. That's the Nigerian way of calling the native music. So it's quite different. So time signature differs. So you must understand those time signatures. So if you do not know that, please try to learn, or I will apparently make a video on time signature in my next video so that you will be aware of how to, create a beat with time signature. Now listen, there is something already existing here. Please initialize style. I've taught this in my previous video. There's an existing file. So when you initialize, you will clear up the dashboard and it's free for you to create. Now, you must understand the pattern length works with the kind of song you are doing. It works with the pattern length works with the kind of song you're doing. For instance, Let's use 4. I want to do a 4/4 song. All right. Now, you must also on your metronome to know the timing of your tempo so that you don't create something that is faster or slower than the timing. This is what the timing sounds like. So we want to reduce it. Now we already know what it sounds like. See, this is time signature. For 2/4, we have 2/4. We have 3/4. We have 1/4. This is 1/4. This is 2/4. This is 3/4. 3/4 is actually the next one. This is 2/8. So this is 2/4. This is 3/4. 4/4. 5/4. 6/4. 7/4. So you must understand all of this time signature. You don't just jump in and start creating beats. You just have to understand all of this time signature. It will so help you. So if you do not know much about time signature, please learn how to understand time signature in music. All right. However, I will do my best to create a video on that. So stick to this channel and share our videos. Copy the links and all of that. Share to your friends. All right. Let us create a 4/4 time signature. All right. Remember, I said set up your drum. Set up your drum. Now, your octave must be neutralized on 0. Okay? Must be neutralized on 0. Remove the reverb on your beat. All right. So, you see this? I'm dropping them down. All you need to do is just touch the notes and it will be activated. All right. So, touch the notes and then it will be activated. So when you touch the note, you can now reduce the reverb. All right, so let's go now. Now, let's create something. My dashboard is actually very ready. Please make sure you don't slide away from this video because every minute you watch is educative. All right, very important. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, so let's proceed now. Let's create something. So you must understand how many times you have to play that to fall in. However, if you've made an error, you duplicated notes, maybe the last note actually played on another note. Okay, so you can quickly remove that. I've thought of that before. All you need to do is just come here, come to your record channel. No, come to your channel edit. See remove event. When you come to remove event, see duplicate notes. The duplicate notes is going to remove any note that actually sounded twice, that sounded like an error. That's the drop of remove event and the duplicate notes. So let's proceed. This is what we recorded already. So let's add up some more things. Please follow me slowly, all right? Now we have added another note. Okay, let us proceed. Follow me slowly. I just want you to see the notes. All right, so I've added that to this. Now, remember, I said your redeem one. Use your redeem one for something else. All right. Okay, let's the other kick for 2. So let's go. Okay, you see, let's activate it. We have different kicks. So let's go. All right, let's clear that beat. Let's clear the kick. I want to create something different now. So you see that now. I'm going to come to reading 1. When I get to reading 1, I activate. I'll look for another percussion, a different voice entirely. You can't use 2 different voices on one channel. So you see, that's why I have to create that. So look at this now. All right, so let's create that again. Okay, that sounds a bit odd. So we have to clear. When you're clearing the notes, you clear and hold the key. You can see that instruction on your screen. Play the desired key while this message is shown. The drum instrument voice assigned to the key will be cleared. Simple. It's gone. Now, we're done creating that. Okay, let's add some more stuff on our beat. We have to come to this one. Press and hold to activate. It has to show red. Please follow carefully. It has to show red. Now let's add shakers to our voice. Excuse me, let's add shakers. So you see, let's try to add something in addition to that wooden. Okay, so let's go now. We're going to add this. All right. Now we're still looking for some more things to add up. Let's add this. Okay, so let's stop here. Now, we have to quantize this beat to sound better. Please follow me slowly. Now, come to channel, edit. This is quantize. Please, you have to be careful. As soon as you quantize, if the size of the quantize is not, if the sound is no longer sounding well, you can undo. There is a provision for undoing if you don't get what you want. Please follow this video slowly. This is it. Execute. So you see, there's an error. It's not sounding well. I can undo. Listen. Now, let me increase this and quantize. So you see that? You see what this sounds like? You must not exit. You must not exit. So there's an error, but for the sake of time, I don't want to recreate this. Why? Because I actually did not undo. I went to another. So now, let's go to our bars. Okay, let's go to our chord 1. Let us use something. I taught us about ocarina and how to harmonize it. So let's use ocarina. So now, this is how it sounds like. All right, so we have our ocarina. Let's go straight to put up our bass line. So we look for a good voice for the bass. So, all right. So let's go now. Now, let us look for a guitar. Let's put up a guitar. Now, let's add a guitar to that. Please follow this video slowly. If you have questions, you ask your questions and I will respond. So let's go. Now, I just recorded a lead guitar on this channel. Now, it is risky to record another guitar on it. Because if you make an error you don't have a choice than to delete the entire stuff. So I'm going to use another channel for another guitar, the same guitar, because I want to play something else. So if you're really sure of what you want to play, you can actually rehearse. If you're really sure of what you want to play, you can play it on the same channel, the same chord too. All right? But if you're not sure, just let that be. Because if you make an error on chord two, what you played first, you would have to delete it too with the second one you made an error with. So let's go. So you see what I'm saying? I actually made an error because something came into my mind I was meant to play that. So because I created that in a new channel, I have to delete it. What we created before is still on chord 2. I'm using part 1 now. So let me recreate that again. So you see that. So now my phrase 1, let me see if I can actually use a brass. So let's look for So let's go now. This is silver brass, silver trumpet. So let's go now. So you see that now is a choice if you want to still add up some things to the last channel. What do we not have there? Okay, let's put xylophone. Okay, let's go now. So we have vibraphone on this. Let's go now. That sounds really amazing. Now, this is another area. Some of you create, and after creating, you don't know how to save. Listen, there is save here. See this? This is save. You touch this. When you touch this, if you have a flash drive, it's going to show you user and USB. But if there's no USB, you can actually just save it on your user. Now, when you save here, let me show you how to save your stuff to look very beautiful. Now, let me save this to be Orlando. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. I'm teaching you everything here for free. All right, so Orlando Chris TV. All right, let me take out the TV. Orlando Chris. Now, how do you make this look more beautiful? Look at this. All right. You can actually sometimes, make this a bit beautiful here. Now, you can add symbol. This is symbol. Or icon. This is icon. There are a lot of icons over here. All right. You can beautify your your music bit. You can actually use a wave or the drum bit or something, whatever you can use to personalize your beats. We still have some more. This is actually, there are lots of them here. Look at this. Lots of them. This is the first one. There's so many of them over here. All right. So, but let's make do of this one. Let's use the first one. Should we use the first one? Okay, let's use the first one. All right, so let's go. All right, let's go back now. This is it. So while it is playing now, you can play on it. Let's add the saxophone. All right, guys. So at this point, I hope you've learned a lot. So if you have questions to ask me, please drop your questions in the comment section, and I will attend to them. Remember, you have to watch the video till the end, so you get all the details I have actually thought. Okay. Now, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel, and we'll be glad you did. Share the videos and help us. Thank you so much, and we appreciate wherever you're watching from, wherever part of the world you're watching from. We really appreciate the fact that you've been here for us all this while. Thank you so much, and we love you so much. Bye.